Hey everybody, I'm going to show you how to build this Everbilt. It's a chain link gate kit. You can buy this at Home Depot. I paid about $85, I believe. And it comes with everything you need to build a gate if you need to make a gate wider, except for the gate post and the gate post hinges. You see it's not included. Everything else comes with it. These are the parts you get in the box. These side rails, the top rails. Couple of these pieces here, the chain link fence itself, and all this hardware you get here and instructions. All right, in the kit, what you don't get is you don't get this post and you don't get the hinge, which is that. Now you do get this part to the gate, but you don't get the part for this side. Okay, I already have them, so I don't have to buy them. And this I might be able to pull this out of the ground. I don't think it's concreted in. I won't know until I start digging around here. So I believe this is only like 50 inches or something like that. And the gate will be about 72 inches opening wise. And if you want a 30-inch gate, 30 inches to 72 inches, you're gonna have to cut this these rods here. All right, so technically gate opening 72 here, but the final gate dimension is only 68 inches wide. If you want a 30-inch gate opening, your actual gate will be 26 inches wide. Okay, so I'm doing the full 72 inches, so I'm gonna have a 68-inch wide gate. And when I put these poles together, it should be 68 inches wide. All right, now I'm figuring out which side is the top hinge. So you'll see on this, it'll say one side here, it'll say top hinge side, and there's a hole right here. So the top hinge is just like this picture. Here's the hinges. So that'll go up at the top. You see the chain comes from the top, goes down. So that's the hinge. So if you're going to go on the right side, you're going to have the hinge, the top side on the right. I'm doing it where it opens to the left, so I'm going to be doing it just like the picture, with the top hinges on the top side. So I'm going to put this over here on the left side, and this other one you'll see it says bottom latch side. So that's your latch side, okay? And since this is going to be on the bottom, it'll go like that. And then we're going to take these poles and connect them together. All right, so now we're going to put these rails in. And you see the rails, there's a hole here. See that hole? There's one on each side. And that's for some screws that we'll put in a minute. It just slides right in. Goes in about 2 inches. Just like that. And now you'll see that this should be about 68 inches wide. Yep, 68 and a half. Okay, and that's for a 72-inch opening. Next, there's some screws in here. And the hardware, they actually have a little plastic nylon washer, and that's to hold those rails to the sides. These are tap screws, and just simply we're going to screw those into each hole. One screw for each hole there. All right, so I'm using a 5/16 inch nut driver. You know what, I'm gonna go grab my drill. It's be a lot faster with the drill. The nut driver is really hard to use. All right, I'm gonna use a power drill, the 5/16 bit on it. And then I'll just finish it off the nut driver. That way I don't strip it. All right, 1 down, 3 to go. All right, that's first step done. I want to make sure this thing's square. And how you do that, you just take a tape measure at one end and run it to there. About 77.5. Same thing over here. 77.5. So we're good. Next step is take the truss wire and you're gonna connect this. This side goes to the side where your hinge is. So this is gonna go right up in here into this hole. Okay, just like that. And that once it's in there, it's in there. Pop it right into that hole, okay? Then on this side, you're gonna have this and this. So this piece you thread in there like that. And then this one, the straight side, goes in the hole like that. And this is gonna get wrapped around, and that's what this thing's for. To tighten it down, you're gonna have to loosen this one up. Okay, once it's loose, you can get your wire in there. It's as simple as that. Put this nut back on and tighten it down. And once you tighten this down, it'll be nice and secure, nice and tight. It doesn't really matter if it's this way or that way, okay? As long as it's in there, it's not going nowhere. And again, it doesn't matter if you clamp it way back here or clamp it down here, okay? And if it's loose, you tighten it over here, right here. Just turn this one here to tighten it once it's tight over there. But you want it somewhat tight for now, and I'm gonna actually kind of back this off a little bit so I have more room to tighten it. Because if you have that all the way back here, you're gonna have no space to tighten it. So I'll back that off so it's only about 1/4 inch through there. Okay. Then over here, tighten this clamp down here. All right, so I'm just gonna tighten it a little bit more lower. I think it looks a little better than having this clamp way back here with the big hole. I'm gonna clamp it about 4 inches from the bottom. And it's a 5/16 and a long socket. And to tighten it up, just turn this one just like that. See it pulling already? All right, I'm just gonna run a zip tie on this piece that's left over just so it doesn't dangle around. I'll give it a cut. All right. All right, next we're gonna put this fence in place. I'll start on the hinge side. All right, so clockwise goes up. Okay, you got these little pieces here. That's what this is for. Slide them in there. One goes there. One in the middle. One at the bottom. Just like that. Then we're going to pull the fabric. They call it fabric when it's the gate. Instructions. Pull it tight. You see anything like this over here, gonna go around, fix that up. See, it's a little bit high here. Drag this one down a little bit lower. Fits pretty good. You can see that some extra pieces there. 2 of them. That's actually pretty tight as it is right there. You see right here we got a little goofy spot here, so right here I gotta pull that one out. I gotta push this one back in because it came out right there, and run this one, and then we got that one fixed. This one too is a little goofy. Go back, hook that through there, and we're good. So just make sure everything is where it needs to be. Again, right here is another funky one. During shipping in the box, they get kind of messed up sometimes. So open that, there we go. This one here, perfect. Because if any of these are not set right, when you go to pull it, it's gonna snag on it and it's gonna be messed up. All right, then we can pull this one. Nice and tight. Start the middle one here. Okay. Grab one up over here. Like that. And one at the bottom. I go about 1 link up from the bottom. And they do give you some wire ties. These things here are for fastening. And then you could just put as many as you need going around the fence. And you want to put these because if you don't, animals can get through here. See, it's loose. See, it's loose right here. All right, so if you've never done this, you might think that's done right, but wrong. This is done wrong. These rods need to be used, okay? Just testing you out. Make sure anyone did this, it's the wrong way. I'll show you the right way to do it. So each rod runs down the end. You just loop in and out, just like this. Pretty easy to do. And that's what holds to that, to these hinge pieces here, just like that. Because this is not strong enough, okay, to hold all of them. You can see once it pulls there, then you can get this to hold that like that. And this rod will pull the whole fence screen. Now if it's too loose, counterclockwise we'll pull one out. I might have to do that here because it looks like it's a little too loose. We'll see in a second. See that? See how loose that is? I can move it in my hand. That's going to be a problem later, so we're going to have to pull another one out. But let's go ahead and put this rod on the other side. Same thing, in and out. Right there. Okay, one more at the top. And it's still a little bit loose. I think one more coming out would be good to get it a little bit tighter, but I mean, it's okay. And you can see there's a gap here. It needs to be pulled centered so this sits, fabric's kind of in the middle. Right here. But yeah, it's not bad, it's not bad. There, I can live with that. Pull up a little bit. I want that in the middle right there. And again, if you need to tighten it, you can see I still got a 1/2 inch to tighten that if I need to in the future, if this thing starts to sag. All right. Now I'm gonna put these wires on every couple feet or so. All right, so with these little wire wraps, what I do is I just kind of, they're really easy to bend. So I just go there and just give it a bend right here like this. If you want, you can go inside the loops. Inside here. And kind of just give it a bend, just like that. And then go around here, same thing. Going through here. Just bend it. Do a couple times if you want. And you got to do that at the top and the bottom to keep this from flapping around. All right, so last thing I'm going to do on this is clamp this a little tighter here. Just grab it with some pliers here and give it a good squeeze. That'll, one, keep this from getting pulled off, and two, it'll keep it and tighten this up a little bit more. Do a little bit, one more right there. And if these ones are a little loose, you can tighten these up too a little bit. Just give it a little squish like that. Next, we're going to install these two frame hinges. Just take the bolt out. Real easy. I would do the nut on your side of your property, because you don't want anybody to come over here and just unscrew it to get into your property. So make it a little harder by putting it on the other side, even though they can just reach right over. And then I would not tighten them up until you get it on the gate. Put the gate on, and then because you got to know where you need it at. So I just put it on loosely for now. And then you have your latch here. And same thing. Unscrew one of these, and it's just wherever you want to put it. Okay. I want it about this high, so put it there. And then you tighten it down. Okay, I'm not ready to install it yet, so I'm going to end this video here. But that's pretty much how you put this kit together. And then you got your little lock in there through here. Once this is tied down, if you need to ever put a lock on your gate. But yeah, that's where I'm going to end this video now. That's how you do it. The expandable chain link gate kit. Now, there's a paperwork in here. It tells you where to cut it and what length for the width of the gate that you need, or the gate frame. It tells you how short you need to cut this piece here for the gate frame that you're using. So I didn't need to cut it because I want it as big as I can to fit my mower. But yeah, that's how you build it. It's pretty easy. It took me about half hour. Also, if I find this product, I'll put the link in the description if you need one. Just check the link down below. All right, this is Jacob, the Home Fixer. Check you on the next video. All right, so I already removed the hinges from that side of the gate to this side of the gate, because I'm opening it this way before open that way. And the kit already comes with these, so all you need is these hinges, and they just go right in there. One there and one there. That one sits on it, and this one goes the opposite direction. Locks into there, and just lock it down. I'm using a impact drill, and I'm gonna have to pull this pipe out and extend it out a little bit farther. All right, got the gate on there, and just tighten these down. Got that one tight. And if you're too low to the ground, you could always raise it up if you need to. All right, just tighten down this latch piece. And now all I have to do is take this post out. It's nice. You can see how far I gotta go to get this in. We're off a good foot or so. Looks like I lucked out here. There's no concrete in there, so it's just put right into the ground. no concrete, so that makes it easy on me to get this out. Alright, looks like it is concreted in, but real deep. See that concrete right there? Now typically you could just cut this post and get a new one and just put it in, but I'm stubborn, so I'm going to try to unbury it even with the concrete in there. Look at that big old worm. Look at that worm. How big that is. The mongo.
It's an odd one.
It's like a snake. Oh, yeah, it's a good one.
It's a good one?
Good one.
Mm.
Give it to Bob.
It's so long.
Oh, look at that thing.
I know, look at it.
It's going back into the ground.
Whoa, imagine how long that is. Mama's gonna be afraid.
Oh, look at that. It flew in there. Whoa, did you get that on camera? We got that thing out of the ground. Pretty deep. And breaking off this concrete so we can reuse it. Alright, so now we got the concrete off this, so I can reuse it. Once I close this gate, I can see exactly where it needs to go. Alright, so I'm going to poke my hole right here. Get my hole digger, and I'll dig me a new hole. Some concrete in here, and we'll check the gate. The gate fits perfect, and yeah. Then we'll just go ahead and rewire this up, take a couple links out, hook it up to these 3 clamps, and we'll be done.